Here we go. Here we go. So what are we having today? We have Facebook, Zoom. What do we have there?
Just Zoom.
Just Zoom, no Facebook for the people.
No Facebook.
Thank you for coming online with us on vitaltransformation.org. Guess what? This is the first day of Scorpion. Chodesh Ram Omar Cheshvan. By the way, the name of the month is Cheshvan. Cheshvan. The same word as the word electricity starts, Chashmal. And there's no holiday in this month. So for that reason, the name of this month is Mar Cheshvan, meaning bitter Cheshvan. But the Kabbalists decided to change the name from bitter to Ram, elevated, Cheshvan. I mean, the point that we need to ask here, can we just go ahead and change name? And the answer is absolutely. You can just change name, and that's what's going to change your destiny. That's what's going to change your life. That's going to change everything for you. The Zohar mentioned the changing of location and changing of your name will help you to change your destiny. Where do we learn that from? Next week portion in Lech Lecha, when Avraham leave his father, his parents, and so on and so on. Or in Noach, this week portion, when he spoke about Noach has to build the ark. And when he built the ark, he has to make a change. He has to get out there. And always the portion of Noach always will be falling on the month of Scorpio. Why? Because the actual flood took place in 17 days of the moon of Scorpio. That's when it took place. That's when it took place. So for that reason, it's going to be always in this month. What we want to get from the lecture today is understanding this month better, understanding what's coming in the next 30 days, understanding what are we ready to be challenged and committing ourselves to be challenged. There is challenge that happen, and there is challenge that you take on yourself as a challenge. The question is, are you willing to make some change in your life and take some challenge, or you want to keep it just the way it is and no change at all? And basically, I don't know if you know that, but when you go into Jewish cemetery, usually on the stone it say Pon Litman or Pon Nach. Here bury or here rest. May they rest in peace, you say. And a lot of people living their life like resting. People are resting. They're not using the full potential of who they are. They're just resting. The month of Scorpio bring with it an opportunity not to rest. An opportunity to be a little bit uncomfortable. But there is no holiday in this month. So what does that mean for you and me? It means very simple. What is holidays? Holidays are filters to be able to receive that energy of the month. So the month of Sagittarius have Chanukah, Capricorn the same. The month of Libra is Rosh Hashanah, Kippur, Sukkot, there's many of them. So we can receive the energy of that month. Okay, the month of Aquarius have Tu B'Shvat, the Elod of the tree. The month of Pisces have Purim, the whole idea of Purim, celebration, right? The month of Nisan, Passover. The month of Aries, Passover. The month of Taurus, the whole idea of Lag BaOmer, okay? The whole concept of Lag BaOmer, Pesach Sheni, okay? The month of Sivan, Chag Matan Torah, when we get the Torah. The month of Tammuz, the beginning of Tammuz, we have the positive time, of course, and 17 of Tammuz, very negative time, but still an event. Tisha B'Av, two holidays. One is Tisha B'Av, and which is the day of Messiah, and one is 15 months of the month of Av, which has to do with the day of love. And the month of Virgo, as we did it on the 25 degree of the month of Virgo, is the day that God created the world. So every month has something. What do you have in Cheshvan? Nothing. But there is something happening in the month of Cheshvan. 17 of Cheshvan, the flood. Why we don't mention it? Why nobody mention it? If we mention it, then maybe this month will be Ram, will be elevated, or it's still bitter. It's still Mar. The idea, if you think about what is a flood, what is a flood? So when you read in the Zohar about the flood, and basically there's a story about Noach. It says Noach was righteous, and what happened, God is telling him, flood is coming, and he's building himself his ark. And Rashi said that when he saw the water start coming, he didn't jump into the ark right away. He was waiting for the water to touch the ark, and then he closed the ark. The question is why? Why he has to delay the pressure? It's saying because Noach was righteous. Ohev Israel telling us this. He was righteous. And he knew as a righteous, the mind is the most important part righteous person has. Because the mind, when you think positive, positive happen. When you think negative, negative happen. Not for every human being. Only for people who are righteous. Who is righteous? Person who always justified that whatever happened to them is the best thing that can happen. Noah was in that level. And that happened in the 17 days of the month of Cheshvan, month of Scorpio. So what he did, he said, I'm not going to believe in what God told me, and by this prevent the water from killing so many people. Did it work? It seemed like it didn't, because everybody else died. And he was building the ark for years, building that ark, so maybe people will wake up and change. But he never confronted the people about their mistake and spiritual misfortune of how they leading themselves and leading other people in a terrible way. That's what happened in the flood. He didn't stand up against them. He was just Noah. Noah meaning comfortable. He was just, let's be just comfortable. Noah in Hebrew means comfortable, by the way. I don't know if you know that. Noah means comfortable. So he was just comfortable. And for that reason he was judged. And he was judged to be reincarnated as Moses, the next leader that confront every issue in the book. That's the difference between Noah and Moshe. Both of them same person. One before he getting out of being comfortable, and once when, he decided that he has to confront every issue as Moshe Rabbeinu, as Moses. Why am I telling you this story? Because the flood of Noah represents the flood of energy coming from the months before. The months of Libra. We didn't have time to receive that energy. Energy of Rosh Hashanah. Energy of Sukkot. Energy of Yom Kippur. Energy of Simchat Torah. Energy of Shmini Atzeret. Energy of the Shabbat between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. What do we do with all this 23 days of energy, pure energy? What do we do? Well, good question. It manifests in the month of Cheshvan. It manifests in the month of Scorpio. So for that reason, we call it flood. It's not the flood of just the flood of Noah. We talk about the flood of energy, flood of positive. But if you have a flood of positive energy and you don't build the ark, what is that flood going to help you? It's going to destroy you. That's what this month we're going to find out how we're building the ark. And building the ark means that we build something for others. We got to build something for others. That's what this month is about. That's what the month of Scorpio is about. Unfortunately, this month is not pleasant. This month brings with it always bad news. Always. When you want to know when the worst news always happen, always in the month of Cheshvan. When you want to know when it's always been manifest negative news, always in the month of Leo. You have those two most negative months of the year by what people said, but it's not if you learn how to use it. You need to remember that from today on, there is a flood of information, flood of energy, flood of all the goodness and even the bad, because there is no bad in the world. Bad is relative. What is bad? What is bad? Bad is something that's coming toward you, but you don't have a vessel for. You don't have a container for it. What is bad? Somebody pour on your head champagne. It is bad. What if you have a big glass to hold that champagne, to contain it? Then the champagne now is good. But pouring a champagne to an area where there is no container, where there is no ark of Noah to hold that flood, then this whole thing is bad. So this month, yes, it's Mar, bitter month of Scorpio, or Ram, elevated month of Scorpio. Depends for who. You want to look to be like Noah, being comfortable? Then stay comfortable, and I'm sorry for the bad news. Not going to be easy for you. You want to look for making an effort, make it different for people's life? Good for you. Let's make people's life different. We're already at home for 7-8 months. COVID-19 hitting us really hard, economy everywhere. What are you doing about it? Join me, join Debbie, join both of us. We are making a big difference in the world for people who cannot afford different things in their life. Join us, help us to do it. Help us to make a difference all over the world. We are available, we are accessible. We build the ark that's called vitaltransformation.org. That's our ark. Go look at it. Look at all the lectures. See if you can share it with others. That's what this month is all about. You stay and you wait for something to happen. I'm so sorry. Not happening. Not this month. Now on top of it, Mercury is in retrograde in Scorpio. It's like Mercury laughing at us. What is Mercury? Speed. Everything is fast, fast, fast. Now, let's do it now. Because the Mercury moves so fast, it has to do with communication. So Mercury going to retrograde, meaning correcting of what I didn't do well before with my communication. But what does that mean? Also, the phone can break, all kind of machine can break. Why? Because whatever connect to communication, include money. So all that thing that has to do with communication has to repair itself. Or we have to repair it ourselves. We have to look what kind of people we hurt. What did we do? And we have Scorpio, Mercury in retrograde in Scorpio. Meaning, Scorpio is not going to just look aside. They don't know how to do it. They don't. They don't know how to play. They think they don't, but they don't. They cannot look aside and ignore something. They see it, that's it. They hook. They are going after that. For good or for bad. They have good side and they have bad side. They can be very intense and they're going to go after the same thing again and again and again because they think that's the right thing to do. That's Scorpio. Those of you who are married to Scorpio, it's tough. Those of you who have best friends, Scorpio, you are very lucky. If you have best friends, Scorpio, you're lucky for the rest of your life. You did one favor to Scorpio, they will never forget this. You did one harm to them, they will never forget it too. Friendship is the most important thing for a Scorpio sign, women and men. When they find a real friend that they can trust, their life is the best. It's not about money for them or fame or anything like that. It's about friendship. True friendship with another person. So this month, it's about, are you looking for true friendship? Are you looking to build an ark that we can contain all this flood of wonderful energy? Or you're not going to have an ark and then that wonderful energy can burn you. Now let me tell you a secret, it might come back. Mercury in retrograde in Scorpio might come back. And that means you got to deal with yourself. You got to look at the mirror and deal with yourself. You got to say to yourself, okay, me, time to deal with me. What is in my life I'm not confronting? What is the issue I'm hiding? What am I suppressing? In what area of my life I'm cheating myself? Cheating myself. Not others, not God. Cheating myself. I want to continue to cheat myself. Why? Why is ourself is not important enough that we tell the truth to ourselves? It's like somebody using drugs, but he's telling himself that, what can I do? I get stuck with that drugs. I get stuck with that. What do you mean you get stuck with that? What do you get stuck with that? You don't get stuck with it. It's comfortable. It's fun. Why not? Make me comfortable. Make me more secure. What does that mean? Does that mean that without that drugs you're not? So you have to start looking inside and control yourself. Build the ark. That's also building an ark. All of that idea of building an ark is building an ark so your flow of your true wisdom, true essence of energy will come down and that will be you. Because nobody is stronger than you. And you've been created in the image of God. You better start believing it. Because if you're going to be continue saying all kind of victim words about, well, they cheat me, they stole from me, they gave me cocaine, they inject me with drugs, all kind of things like that, that's poor you. I feel your pain. It's not going to help you. Either you're going to grow, either you're not going to grow. I say in my prediction, 7 months ago, I said November, the end of November, after November 18, there is a change coming in the world. I prepare all of you for that. It's coming. And I said a lot of lies will come out because of Mercury in retrograde in Scorpio. All the, whatever it is, has to come out to the surface. Because Scorpio don't like one thing, liars. They can handle all type of people. When people start to lie, they go to the books of friends and they erase them. What if the person is great guy, great girl, doesn't matter, erase, goodbye. Will they tell you that you've been erased? No, they will not. Why? That's evil. Well, it's evil to lie to them too. And they sniffing lie, they're out of the game. They're not playing that game. Why? Because the Scorpio need control. Because they need to control everything, the one person they can never control is the liar. If you're cheaper, if you are a thief, everything is normal. We all do mistakes. But once you lie to them, they no longer know what's real and what's not real with them. let's put the air conditioned. So that's why in a month of Scorpio, those of you who don't like to confront anything, you're not going to enjoy this month and also next month. I'm sorry. Because next month, I told you, Mercury in retrograde is Scorpio coming back. It's stopped for a while, then it's coming back. So there is a lot of things happening. So I just want to prepare you. And those of you who are married to Scorpio, I feel your pain. I'm sorry. It's intense. It's not comfortable. There is always talking about the truth, whatever they think is the truth. If you want to win a Scorpio, show power. Don't show weakness. But don't show stupid power. Show elegant power with wisdom. They will listen and they will do everything you want. By the way, the best servant in the world, the best servant, best waiters, best chef, always Scorpio. You have to remember that. People who like to work in service are Scorpion. They enjoy serving more than leading because they enjoy being quiet and serving a leader. That's give them the most amount of joy. When Scorpio is a leader, he's usually quiet. Usually quiet because he preferred to give advice to people and make them the boss, make them win, make them rich, make them famous. That's give them the most amount of joy. But if God put a Scorpio as a leader, usually they look inside and start thinking to themselves, I don't think I'm worthy, but if he put me here, let me see what am I doing about it. For example, King David, they don't know if it was Gemini or Scorpio. Most people say it was Scorpio. Rabbi Chaim Vital, they don't know what sign, but they related to Scorpio. Today, Rabbi Davido Moshe, one of the greatest righteous people from Morocco. So I'm telling you like a list of people, rabbis and Kabbalists and famous people that make a difference, but they usually prefer the quiet area like Scorpio in the desert when hide in a desert, because Scorpio don't like to make noise, they don't want to be bothered, and they don't want to bother you, by the way. Nothing about being bothered or bother you. But life is not like that, so we all have to be mixing with people. This is it. So if you're married to Scorpio and they're intense and they a little bit too pushy, and if somehow in the month of Scorpio, there is two areas in the body that affecting your body. In Scorpio, it's the mind, okay, the way you think, and it's a sexual organ. So people ask me before the lecture, what candle do I light for the month of Scorpio? And I say the candle of Malchut, which I think, what do you call the candle of Malchut? The Japanese cherry, which is, say, I am. If you need to work on his sexuality, then I feel that has to do with Yesod. And if we don't have any more candle of Keter or crown, and if you have the crown one, of course, light the crown one for the thought, especially if you let it burn at least 4 hours or more. So this is the basic of Scorpio to people who are married to Scorpio, or people who have friends Scorpio, or people who have any relationship with Scorpio. Remember, you cannot lie. You can tell them everything you want, they will fight with you, but they will respect the idea that you tell them the truth. When you don't tell them the truth, they're going to know later. They're going to sniff it out and sniff it like a dog, and they're going to feel something is off with you. And when that happens, they will be extremely, extremely disappointed. Of course, a Scorpio has different personality, and I'm talking only in general from astrological point of view. Depends if you're born beginning of the month, middle of the time of Scorpio, or the end. And that's why they have the eagle, they have the phoenix. Phoenix is the bird that rejuvenates itself, and you have the scorpion as an animal. So when we talk about the scorpion as an animal, this is the lower level. People are not looking for spirituality. Eagle is already somebody who's looking for spirituality, Scorpio. And then Phoenix is the super advanced Scorpio many lifetime here. And for that reason, they understand the whole concept of reincarnation, mysticism, understanding that death is part of life, not to be upset about death, just to understand it's a part that gives you a chance to go to next lifetime. And we don't like dying, because dying meaning goodbye, you're saying goodbye. But the house of Scorpio, which is the 8th house in the astrological chart, is the house of death. This is the house of death. This is the house of rejuvenation, the house of death, the house of reincarnation, coming back. And we need to know whatever you have in your 8 hours affecting you from a Scorpio point of view. Intensity. Let's do it. All right? Can we continue? Yeah, okay. No questions so far, right? Good. So, the tribe that connect to Scorpio, it's called Menashe. Menashe comes from the word Nishani. Nishani means get rid of me or excommunicate me. So Scorpio will feel a lot of time neglected. If you're married to one, don't be upset with that. They're not against you. They're always going to feel neglected because the part of Menashe, the part of the tribe of Menashe. Menashe means to neglect, to get rid of. But the Bnei Yissaschar said, if you take the tribe Menashe, this is the only tribe that if you rearrange the letter, you can have Neshama. So their soul is very elevated, Scorpion, and if they are not going after their addiction, that usually they can suffer from all kind of addiction because of the intense energy that go through them without vessel. Because if they don't build the ark, that energy going through Scorpio is tremendously intense. Other sign will be falling apart. They go into their negativity. They go into hell and come back. They were the tribe of Menashe or the tribe of Dan. They were in the end of the Israelites as they left Egypt because they had to deal with all the problem in the back. So they know how to deal with negativity. But if they start liking negativity, and a lot of them start to fall in love with negativity, it's something that most of us, we will not be able to understand that mindset. And everything has to be weird a little bit. It's a weird clothing, it's a weird music, it's a weird sex, it's a weird addiction. Everything is weird. Everything is weird there. Why? Because you have to go kind of discover something new. That's the Pluto, the mystical planet that control them. They can't help themselves. So that's Neshama, but their soul is one of the most powerful souls that come to this world is the people who are born in the month of Scorpio. Most of them, unfortunately, don't make it. Most of them don't make it spiritually. That's why I said there is the eagle, the phoenix, and the scorpion. So the scorpion itself usually don't make it because scorpion is the one animal that can kill itself. And the only animal that can kill itself. We were in Palm Springs, and thank God my wife fixed her eyes. You know, she did this, one of those laser fixing. And she went, we rent a beautiful home with a pool after the 23 days marathon of holidays. And she came back with the pool and she saw something. She never saw Scorpio before because I served in the army. I saw Scorpio a lot. And the size of Scorpio was pretty big. And we were funny dancing around. I don't know what to do. And I tried to, as a Scorpion, I'm a Scorpio myself, I tried to figure out how do you deal with it. If you kill it, how fast it is. And if you don't kill it, we have to put a pot on top and wait for the professional guy to come. And then the professional guy will come and tell us what to do. Basically, Debbie is a Gemini, just took a pot and put it on it, and that's it. And I'm trying to figure out how to do it. She already did that. So, as you can see, Scorpio can be a little bit slow in the planning, but very fast in the mind. Meaning, until they're already doing something, it's very conservative. And it can make Gemini or Aries, what else is the fast sign? Leo, Sagittarius, and Aquarius can go crazy with them because they're a little bit slow with the idea of planning. They need to plan it. They need to think it. They need to arrange it, to understand it. It's too much. It's too much. But for them, it's not because they feel comfortable like that. Everything has to be planned. Everything has to be planned. The seat on the airplane has to be planned. Where they're sitting. How's the flight going to go? Everything has to be controlled. Controlled. Everything has to be controlled. One time as a Scorpio, I find myself, I'm not a big fan of turbulence because I can't sleep. So when the airplane flies smooth, I didn't fly for a while now. I like it because then slowly I can sleep, no movement, it's beautiful. And I thought it's only on the airplane. I realized it's on a boat, on the house, and everything that move, cars, not make me feel comfortable. And I realized why movement, here we go. Why am I not comfortable now? Because I'm out of control. I realize when I'm out of control, I don't like it. I thought all my life, it's because, the airplane, and then I realized I really enjoy flying. I enjoy going 35,000 feet when it's smooth ride, and I'm flying to Amsterdam, Paris, Zimbabwe, Sudan. Love it. Love it. So I realized what I did once the turbulence started. My wife looked at my feet and I'm like driving the plane all of a sudden. My 2 feet, one on the gas, one on the brake. And when she laughed, I start laughing. So what am I doing here? I got to control everything. That's a Scorpio situation. So you think about it. How do we build the ark? And let me give you some information from Bnei Yissaschar. So that's what he writes. If you take the word of Scorpion and you put the word Scorpion in Hebrew mean akrav. Akrav, say Bnei Yissaschar, ikar bet. Ikar meaning the main idea is bet. The letter bet in Hebrew meaning bait, meaning home. So the main thing is to build a home. What is that ikar abait? איך בונים את הבית שלך. So it say, how do you build your home? You build it like the temple, like the holy temple of Jerusalem. It say that the third temple that will build you Jerusalem will happen in the month of Cheshvan. But what does that mean? To build home. What does that mean even? I'm supposed to build home. As I spoke before, building the ark for Noah to be safe from the flood. The flood took a long time. And the water was boiling water, not just regular rainwater and boiling water at the same time. So what do you do? What do you build? Well, let's start with you. First you. Who are you? You have to start to agree with your name. First ask yourself, do I like my name? Do I like what I do? Do I like the place I live? Do I like my surrounding? Start fixing your home, which is the you, your mind, your desire. You have 3 things that ruling your life. Your mind, the way you think, the way you desire things, and the way you control your desire to want some things. And if you cannot function from those 3 ingredients in your life, I don't care how much money you have, how famous you are, how addicted you are, or how no addicted you are, you're basically, you lost your sheep. And you're just living, you're just breathing. But if you start, my consciousness is in my hand. My desire, I know exactly what I want. And I know also how to control that desire of what I want. You have those 3, you win this month 100%. You already win. You already won. That's the ark you want to build. That's the ikar bet. Ikar bet means the main concept of bet, of the house. That's akrav. So akrav means ikar bet. How do I build the bet? The bet, you need to build the letter bet. The letter bet is the second Hebrew letters. Second Hebrew letters. Also, if you look at the word akrav, you have the first letter is ein. The last letter is what? Bet. Ein vebet. 72. We're familiar with the 72 names that create miracle. You want to create miracle in your life, you need to remember. Ein vebet. How do you create 72 names, magic power? How do you create that magic power to happen? With your mind only. 72 name, magic power created by the mind. I'm not here to teach you all of them. You know some of them. With your mind. Only with your mind. For example, when you look at those 3 letters, Kaf, A, and Taf, that maybe later we can add it, the letter Kaf, A, Taf can create any power you want in your life to remove problem. Anything that bother you, Kaf, A, Taf already there. But you have to be in it. Mind. The mind. Build your mind. So that's what Akrav. 72. And in the letters in between, Kar or Kor. Freezing. Why is it freezing there? It's telling you that you have to freeze. You have to freeze your own little agenda. Your own little me, and myself. And build the ark for everybody. Build the ark for all the animals. Build the ark for all human. Build the ark for everything. Because all people matter. Not just you and me. All people matter. We have to be there for people. We have to fix the universe so it will be better. Whatever it will be good for us, for children, or for our grandchildren. It's not the government that's going to fix it. You know, people are fighting all day long. I see them in the street who love Biden and who love Trump and who hate and who don't like and who... What a headache I have from that. I don't know who's better. People keep calling me. I don't know who's better. I met one of them. He was very nice to me. I can tell you only as a human being. He was so nice to me. I'm not even going to say his name. Because if I say his name, you're going to say I have a political agenda. I can tell you, this one was nice. That's it. But people going fighting with each other for what, guys? Let's stop it. Remember, Akrav, keep yourself the cool inside. Keep it cold and ein bet with your mind. That's what Akrav means. So, the two letters that rules and created this month are the letter Dalet and Nun. Dalet stand up for Dal. You know what Dal mean? Being poor. Nun stand up for falling. What a terrible two letters, right? Dalet created the planet Mars. That half of it rules Scorpio, half of it rules Aries. The frozen part, because Kar, the ice part of Mars, ruling Scorpio. The fire part ruling Aries. The Nun ruling the month of Scorpio. So now we have Dalet and Nun. When you put those two letters together, you get Dan. D-A-N. Dan in Hebrew means I'm judging you. Or judgmental. Judgmental. Sound like two heavy letters. No, not comfortable. Poor and falling. What kind of months are we getting into? I mean, it's not enough this year was terrible for so many people. For us, it was great. But for so many people, it was terrible. Dalet and Nun. And those of you, your year was not great, just call Debbie. Make sure that we fix your life immediately. Because you deserve to have the best life. And it's all in your hand. Not in our hand, your hand. Our job is to teach you how to maintain your life better. How to make sure your mind thinking better. I know psychologists, with all due respect, I love you, they cannot help you with that kind of thing. Because in the month of Scorpio, you need more than a psychologist or psychiatrist. We need to go into your mind, into the bochin, and then change everything there. That's what this month is about. Gotta change. Gotta confront. So what do we do with the Dalet and Nun? Well, Dalet is poor. How is that going to serve you? Well, Dalet is poor, but Dalet also means door. Delet. Delet means a door that you need to open. Which door you wanted to open this month? Which door? Which door you're afraid to open? Are you consider yourself generous or cheap? Whatever you choose is the answer. Can you challenge yourself this month? If you say that you're generous, make sure you text to 5 people that you never gave them anything, so you cannot bribe them, and ask them if you're generous or cheap. 5. If you consider yourself generous, join us to help more people. That's a door to open. How's your anger level? Are you angry or relaxed? Can witness on yourself. You have to ask 5 people to tell you, are you relaxed or angry? What door you want to open? Do you want to be famous or you want to be quiet? Do you want love life or you just want to fool around? Do you want to take responsibility for whatever is not working or you want to blame? Depends what age group. So it's all Dalet. What kind of door you open? That's the letter Dalet. Then we have Nun. Nun means Nofel. Nofel means falling. But Nun in Aramaic means something else. Nunim. We sing it every Shabbat at Kino. Nun means fish. The door to the fish. Dalet v'Nun. But what does that mean, fish? What fish we talking about? I don't know if you know. When God created the world, if you look at Genesis, God said that the fish ishretzu, meaning they will give birth to thousands of fish. Fish will be always a blessing. If you want to know a sign of blessing, you see fish. Fish is a sign of always blessing. So you have the door for the blessing within this month, Dalet v'Nun. Or, if you're not maintained spiritually, What's going to happen? It will be poor and falling. Or door for abundance, abundance of money. Please, this month, ask for millions. I want you to have guts. Those of you who never ask for millions, go make a deal for millions of dollars. Don't be afraid. Those of you who make million, make for billion. Make sure you know who you are before you speak. Don't underestimate yourself. Remember, very powerful months in front of you. Now, next month, the letters are Samach and both are positive. If you add the letter Samach to the Nun, you get Nes. If you add the letter Gimel to the Dalet, you get Gad. What is Gad? Gomel Dalim. Support the one about to fall. What is Nes? Miracle. So those two letters are waiting for partner. Whatever you do this month, will define your entire year. What you did last month, you build structure. What you're having this month, the flood of that structure, because you change your life. So the flood is coming. But the flood can either destroy the door and make you poor, or the flood can come and bring so much fish to your life. Fish of love, fish of money, fish of health, all the abundance you can think about. I want you just to be aware what a tremendous month we have. And I hope we can take advantage of it, Now, before I'm sharing with you a story, maybe it's time for us to do a short meditation to receive that wonderful energy of the month of Scorpio. So what I want you to do, I want you to sit comfortable like me. Usually I tell people to put the left hand on the belly buttons and the right hand on the belly, on the left hand. You can do it this way. You can do it on your chest. Okay? Because there is 5 parts in the body which are the center where people come to see me for healing, physical healing. I work either on the mind, or either I work on the lips, or either on the vocal cord, on the vocal and the mouth is the same, of course. The heart, the belly buttons, or the sexual organ. Those are the 5 center of the body that help you. So wherever you put your hand, I'm okay with it. So focus on your breathing first. Please smile a bit. And inhale and exhale about 10 times. And as you're breathing, I want you to feel that you're breathing from the tailbone. And when you exhale from your mouth, but you feel that your whole spine is working. From the tailbone all the way to your neck, from your neck all the way to your tailbone. Up and down, okay? So breathing. Focus on your breathing. Focus on the names of the angel of this month. Focus on the 2-letter Dalet and Nun. Focus on the combination of the Tetragrammaton. All this will open all the doors you need this month to have much, much better month than you can imagine. Going back to your breathing 3 more times from the tailbones to the neck, from the neck to the tailbone. And now what I want you to do, I want you to remember that name, A-K-R-A-V, Akrav. So you're going to say in your mind or together with me, loud to yourself, nobody can hear, so don't be shy. You say Akrav, again, Akrav, Akrav. And meditate that you connect the 72 names of magic and to keep yourself cold inside so you can make a miracle in your life. And then you meditate on the 2 letters of the month, Dalet and Nun. Dalet is the door, Nun is the fish. We're opening the door for all the flood of goodness to come into our life. Because we prepare a good vessel. We prepare a good container to hold all this wonderful blessing. And now I want you to see the colors changing from red, and your spine, going up to pinky orange, going to yellow, going up next to your heart, green, light blue, blue, purple, white. You surround yourself with wonderful color now. Wonderful. Choose one of the color you feel comfortable with. I'm going to choose purple, as this is control Keter, crown, and connect to the mass of Scorpio and the mass of and the planet Pluto. So please be with me. Inhale and exhale 3 times. I want you to see yourself. Beautiful place. It's like a park with many beautiful trees, orange trees. So everything is green, and just the oranges are in the color of orange. You get closer to the tree, take one of those oranges, smell them, please. I want you to use your sense of smell now, as that sense connects to the mass of Scorpio. Inhale until you feel the smell of orange. Again. Again, sense of orange again. Yeah, citrus. Yeah. And how is you smelling it? Everything's beautiful green. I want you to go into the river next to this little park. The river is calm. You can see the fish at the bottom of the river. Very happy fish. And I want you to take some of that cold water and wash your face with it. And think what type of layers you want to remove from your life for this month of Scorpio. What kind of lie is no longer needed in your life? Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You don't need it. Don't be afraid. You're going to be okay. Wash your face. Remove. Look at your reflection. If there is still liar you see there, remove. Wash your face again. Remove that layer of liar. Take your time until you see the reflection that you wanted to see. Go back to the park now. Sun is shining, it's warm. And as you look at the trees now, you see there is a lot of oranges on the floor. Fell from the trees. Flood of abundance. Pick up one of those oranges. Smell it again. Smell the orange, please. Yes, smell it again. And again. I want you to peel the orange now and smell it while you're peeling it. Please. That smell is a necessity for this month. This month is all about the sense of smell. Now I want you to taste the orange. You smell it and you taste the flavor. See if you manage to be able to control your senses, smell and tasting with your mind. This month is all about the mind. Think of the orange, think of the smell, think of the flavor and feel it. with that big smile on your face, go back to the river. Look at your reflection. I want you to see yourself smiling and laughing. Between you and yourself, look at the river. Make a commitment now. You're going to do a commitment of sharing something which is not easy for you to commit to, because it's either too difficult, or it's too much, or it's something you never did before, or something else. But you know it's tough for you to commit for something like this. I want you to commit. So this month you're going to open the doors of flood of wonderful blessing coming your way. Just look at your face as you smile and commit. Challenge yourself to do way more than you did last month or the year before. We can't wait to hear about your commitment, Debbie and me. I want you to go back to the park, say thank you to the orange trees, say thank you to the river, say thank you to your soul and to yourself. And then slowly, inhale and exhale, and then open your eyes. So, welcome back. As you can see that I'm emphasizing the sense of smell, because when Adam and Eve did whatever they did, or didn't do what they were supposed to be doing, every part of every human body get destroyed. The one area that never get destroyed was the nose, the sense of smell. Sense of smell was the only thing that's still pure till our days. For that reason, when you pray, when you meditate, always it should be a good smell around you. One of the reasons David B created a candle, and many people ask me if I can give a meditation to each candle, and I will do it soon. Each candle represents a different smell that attach to a part of your body that fixing it. You know, it's just to let you know you got to take it more seriously. Because I hear a lot of people purchase the candle, but they don't use it. I want you to use it, guys. So your life get better, especially in this month, the month of sense of smell. When you get our candles, please light it at least 4 hours. In this month, every day for 4 hours. Every day for 4 hours. So you can smell it. You have to smell. That essence of the smell has to go from your nose and change your mood right away. Tell you a story about smell. It's about Rabbi Nachman Mivitevsk. Menachem Mendel Mivitevsk. He's buried in Tveria. The story about him, that one time in the middle of his lecture, he stopped the lecture, he opened the window, he smelled, and then he went back to the lecture. So the student asked him, Rabbi, what happened? He said, well, when the Messiah will come, the only way we will know he's here is with the sense of smell. Because that was the only sense that didn't get destroyed by the serpent. And he said, why did you have to smell outside? He said, because I am already smelling the smell of the Messiah, but I didn't know if it's already available for everybody. For that reason, all the Kabbalists, all the Bnei Yissaschar say, Akrav or Yareach Bul, Sod Mashiach Bo. Sod Mashiach Bo, that's what he said, Bnei Yissaschar. The secret of the Messiah depends on this month. Why? Because it's all has to do with your mind. And for that reason, the verse of this month is Vav A Yud, which stands for Udvash Ayom Hazeh Hashem, and honey, this day, today, God. Meaning, you gotta put the honey pour inside here. And when you do that, everything changed. And for that reason, Abraham, who wrote the book of Formation, right? Imlich od nun bereach. The letter nun, the nunin, the fish, control smell. וקשר לו כתר. וצפרן זה וזה וצר בו הקרב בעולם מרחשבן בשנה ודקין בנפש. עד כאן להבין במעט כת. ריח. All about the smell. All about the smell. And for that reason, what the Kabbalists are telling us that the last temple, which is the third temple in Jerusalem, will be built in the month of Cheshvan. So guys, after all, it's not as negative month as we thought it is. It can become negative because the flood of goodness coming, and if you don't have a vessel, or you didn't challenge yourself to commit for something big, to make a difference in the world, then this month you better hide. But if you want to join us to do like a big thing for people, helping the poor, helping people who cannot afford a lot of things, please join us. It's good to give if you can afford it. Time, money, whatever it is. Other than that, let me wish you a great month, the greatest Chodesh Tov, and I will open it for question now for the next 2-3 minutes. If you have question, please ask me. Yes, first question.
No, not a question. We have 3 Scorpions that we want to say congratulations
Who is
to.
it?
Happy birthday, Nicole.
Nicole, happy birthday. You look beautiful on Instagram. Keep posting more pictures of yourself. Who is the next?
Guy.
Who?
Guy.
Guy, my friend from London is here. Oh, Guy, happy birthday. אני אוהב אותך. I love you so much and I miss you. And I wish you could be in LA so I can bless you. So please come. We're going to renew the lecture outside and we start inviting people outside. Everybody can sit outside and watch the lecture live. So Guy, Mazal Tov, happy birthday and welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're going to come to my city soon.
And Carolina.
Carolina?
Carolina from New York.
Carolina from New York. Carolina from New York, okay, okay. Do I know Carolina from New York? Oh, okay, Carolina from New York. Carolina from New York. Mazal Tov, happy birthday. I think you're born on my birthday, Halloween.
Day before.
Or day before, 30, October 30th. Mazal Tov, happy birthday. And I hope you enjoy in New York or enjoy your traveling. And I met you briefly, but I realize how smart and intelligent you are. And that's unbelievable. You wanted to say thank you for the people who joined?
Yes.
Okay, let me look at the computers. Let me see if I know how to use it. I think it's gone, but I'm going to try to find it. Or you go to Zoom?
Yes.
I have Zoom, but nothing is on it.
Okay.
It's canceled. It's something happened there.
Okay.
Is it not on?
Yeah, it comes here. Yeah, it should be on.
No, it's not on. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Something happened. Oh, maybe if I open it here, I don't know. I want to say good thank you to all of you, and yes, that's about it. I love you, Chodesh Tov, and please keep in touch with me, okay? Don't forget. Text me, ask me question. I'm always available for you, even sometimes I don't answer right away. I love to hear from you, and I want to make sure that you make some challenge on yourself so you can have the best life. I believe in people, and I hope you do too. I believe the power of the people. It's not the power of the government or kings or queen or who have money, who doesn't have money. At the end of the day, it's all about us, guys. So let's unite, let's meet, let's do something together. Let's even decide what day you all coming together. We can rent a big room in a hotel and we all do lecture together. Whoever would like to take that challenge on themselves and make it happen, please reach out to me and we can rent a big room that can host 500 people, but we're going to be only 100 people. So it will be great like that, okay? Love to see all of you. Help me with that. If you know and you have connection, we can either do it in Amsterdam, London, Israel, New York, LA, or Miami. Here I give you locations. Whoever wanted to help with that, we are open. Chodesh Tov and thank you so much.